Well, there's something I don't like about this car, though, so we'll talk about that. But it's interior, so I won't talk about it right now.
Okay,
I'll just leave you hanging.
All right, yes, cliffhanger for later.
But I think it's a severe oversight on Mazda's car.
Oh, okay. Well, wow, that's a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, you don't even know.
This better pay off.
Do you ever just wonder, like, what's going to come out of my mouth?
I wonder what's going to come out of your mouth
all times?
All time.
So we have the Mazda CX-5 Turbo Signature Edition. Oh, did I just make up the word edition? Or is that?
No.
Who knows? Which just means that she's fancy and can go fast, right?
Yeah.
Is that
why
the
are
basics?
you reviewing it?
Because you.
All right.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm reviewing it because you've already had this car multiple times and reviewed it, but I have
so
not.
We'll link to those reviews.
We will?
Well, in the description.
Right below.
Yeah.
Is that how that goes?
More or less.
But I have never had this car.
Yes, you have not reviewed
So this is
car.
my review, not his. Anything he says is false.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's not true, because he's going to throw some facts in here. I just mean anything he says is not as important as me.
There you go.
Okay, so let's talk about the exterior.
Well, that was the...
Oh, that was the intro.
Right.
So, hey, intro, we're done. Now we're going to do the exterior.
Okay.
So here's the exterior. I'll be honest, I don't love it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't love this thing. Why does it poke out so far? It's like this lip.
You always say this about Mazdas, and I always say Mazdas are known for their beauty, and you're always like, meh.
Wah, wah. I just don't love this. I love the giant Mazda symbol. Like, I think that looks so cool. I like the grill. What is this? Like, what is this and why does it stick out so far? Like, if we could just take this piece off, I might like it.
Well, just as an overhang.
I don't like it.
It's
I don't
their
want
thing.
an overhang. I don't want an overhang.
Okay.
Let's look around the side. Can we go like
All right.
curve around?
Yeah.
So the side to me and the wheels, very lovely. I like the side. I like the shape. Nothing offensive. I like it. Then we get to the back. And look, can you get a profile shot?
Well, I can show them a profile shot.
Look how it comes down. It's
I'll
like boop,
I'll
boop.
show them a profile right now.
It boops out here.
It boops out.
Yeah, like the front. How the front hangs out. This sticks out. Why aren't we more sleek and like, whew, that's what I want.
Well, I'm not sure anyone understands what you're talking about.
If you look from the side, it's coming here and then it bulbs out right here.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay.
And on the front, it hangs out over. I don't like that.
Okay.
So I don't. The exterior of this car is not my favorite. I don't dislike it. I'd probably give it like a 7.
Okay.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? 7 out of 10?
Well, no, we're not there yet, but you do you.
But I already just jumped
your
around.
Review.
It's my review, yeah.
Yeah.
So, signature, all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
We didn't say that part. So here's the, I was gonna say the exterior. We already did the exterior. Here's the cargo space.
Cargo space.
Lots of space in here, like a lot of space. I just hit my head, but how much?
This is just over 30 cubic feet.
Just over 30. So this is like twice as much as the car we just did.
Well, we were just in a Nissan
In a car,
Sentra.
a small car.
Yeah, that's not even comparable. This is quite a bit less than our RAV4.
You're quite a bit less.
No.
Than a lot of things. Okay, so
I'm gonna keep going. Your review is boring. No one wants to watch 25 seconds of you staring at a camera.
Well, then stop talking and let me finish. So lots of space back here, like a lot of space.
But we literally just said it's a lot less than the RAV4 and the CRV.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
That's because you were staring at the camera.
I was too busy. What are these things? I think so. This is not good for this size vehicle. Is that what you're saying?
It's one of the smaller in the class.
One of the smaller. Okay, but it's still decent. Decent space.
It's
but
decent. It's fine. Yeah.
It's fine, just not the biggest in the class.
Yeah, the CRV is almost 10 more cubic feet.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
The CRV is huge.
Like outside wise?
No.
Like if they were lined up, you wouldn't really? They like look the same?
Yeah, more or less. The CRV is more efficient.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. All right, you want to go look at the interior in the front? Okay, so here we are in the interior of the Mazda whatever it's called, CX-5.
CX-5.
The seat, like the material is very nice. The leather is...
This is the Katura Napa
Yeah,
leather.
like it's got to be real, right?
Yeah.
Like it feels real. It's
it's
lovely.
real, yeah.
I feel like the seat is too short. I want this part to be a little bit longer. I just don't love when my legs are out, like how much is off the seat. I don't love that. I do like the little fake wood accents. I think those are kind of fancy.
It might be real.
Oh, they're okay. And and the leather's over here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stitching is nice. I mean, it looks beautiful in here.
Mazda
The steering wheel is not my
overperforms.
favorite. It's a little on the small side, like width-wise, and it has this like plastic. Like this just looks cheap to me. I don't like this little plastic thing here. Like
I never understood why they have that.
I don't understand the point. It looks cheap. I don't like it. I like the gear shift. Now it's got the wireless. I always say that the charging plate, the charging.
Wireless.
Not wire. Is it wire? You would
If
call it wireless.
There's not a wire there. Do you see
There's
a wire?
not. The charging plate.
Wireless.
I am done with you. There is heating and cold seat. Heating and cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, heated cold seats. There's a heated steering wheel. It's got the camera, like a surround view camera, but it's over here, which I don't love. I like it when it's over here.
Oh, you mean to turn on?
Yeah, it feels more intuitive for me to be like it looked when I first got it. I was like, I guess
It should be
this.
by the screen in every car.
Yes. I was like, I guess this car doesn't have
Yes.
one because it was over here,
No.
like where you pop the trunk and stuff.
Automakers, it should always be next to the screen.
I don't like it here. The other thing that I really don't like is we've got this joystick thing, whatever this is, like the little circular thing that controls this.
Yeah, infotainment knob.
But what do you think? How am I supposed to work this? The first time I got in this car was with Hallie. She had her water bottle here. This is very hard to get to if you have anything in your cup holder.
Yes.
Like without something in my cup holder, okay, now I can put my wrist here and like control it. But like I can't do that when there's something in the cup holder.
Yep.
So I'm like going over the cup holder like this, so it's not comfortable. I didn't think it was super I couldn't figure out how to get the things where I wanted them. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's their old system.
Yeah, it's old. I don't like it. I think the placement is awful. This should be up here.
No, the cup
or
holder
something.
should be up there.
Or the cup holder should be up here. Like it's just the placement is awful.
No, you're right.
I don't like it.
That's a big oversight.
I don't like it at all. And a lot of people, it's not like this is a lot of people have this water bottle. So that would be a problem, I would think, for a lot of people. I want to be able to nicely rest my wrist and control this, and I can't do that here. So that is a huge thing I don't like. That and the placement of the camera, I think, are big downfalls.
Ergonomic misses.
Yeah, but it's like a big deal. It's like a big deal because there are things that you would use every time you were in the car, and I don't like them. It's got the nice sunroof, which is fine. It's not. We could do a bigger sunroof.
Not
I
a
think.
pano. Yeah.
Not a pano. But everything else is just like fine to me. I just really dislike those couple of things, which makes me not happy.
Bummer.
But it's also not the. I don't love the seat. It's okay. It's just not the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Like the leather is lovely. Like it feels lovely.
Maybe we're weirdly shaped for Mazdas.
Yeah, it's just the shape. I don't love the shape of the seat.
Well, how do you fit in the back?
I don't know. Let's go look. Okay, it might be hard for you to tell, but I'm like my knees are pushing into the back of this seat. Like it's kind of movable. Like if someone was sitting up here, they could probably feel my knees digging into their back.
That would be unpleasant.
Yeah, I do not have space back here. So if this person needs to sit they'd have to move up, which I hate when a driver has to move what's comfortable for them for a person to sit.
Especially in the SUV.
Yeah, it's not necessary. But in this car it is. So my legs are literally digging into the back of the seat. Like you can kind of see when I do that and then when I go like that. The seat itself is pretty comfortable back here. The leather feels lovely. The leather all back here is...
The materials are great.
Yeah, everything you touch feels great. It's just, I have no space back here. It's smaller than a car. Like if I'm going to get an SUV, I feel like the point is to have some space, and I don't have space back here. So I would not, I could go down the street and dinner in this thing, but that's about all I want to drive in. I do have a cup holder. This is not a cup holder on the door.
No.
You could probably fit like a closed water bottle, but no cup holder on the door. There are cup holders here. Oh, there's heated seats back here.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
a plus. That's a plus. I did not know that. So I will give him that. That's a plus. Do I have vents? No vents. Oh, no, I do have vents down here.
Vents, yeah,
I've got little vents down here,
Yeah.
so that's pretty good. But I do think I should have a door cup holder.
Yeah.
Because you don't always want this down. But this is down the heated seats. And I also don't like, if we're going to have heated seats, why is the control on this thing?
I don't know.
So like if I had to squeeze 3 people in this car, we can't use our heated seats because it's behind that.
It should be on the door.
It should be, or down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, or on the door. I mean, that seems like a terrible oversight.
You know what else this doesn't have for a fully loaded car?
What?
Hazard blockers.
It doesn't.
Nope.
Honey. So that's a no for you, huh?
Yeah. Unfortunate.
So there's a couple things back here that I think are kind of oversights. Space being a big one. All right, you can tell us about the.
Yes, this is my cameo in your review, in your video.
Because this is the stuff I don't care about.
Yeah, this is my cameo. So the only reason I'm here is to talk about the powertrain, but I'm going to cheat a little bit and talk about something else from the driving standpoint as well. Now, on that note, we have reviewed this several times. It was mostly me when we did the channel. Well, I did the channel by myself. So we'll link in...
Before it got good.
Yeah, before it was much improved, right, last year. So I'll link to those in the description if you want to see the previous versions of the CX-5 that we've had. So if you're new to the channel or you're new to the Mazda CX-5, this has a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. It's turbocharged up to 256 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque, which is a lot. Now you have to use premium gas to get all that, but I would highly recommend that you do use premium gas. Look, there goes that Lexus IS. That is the ISF. Oh, I want that. Oh, it's just the F Sport. Never mind. I thought it was the IS 500. Sorry, easily distracted. That's a cool car.
Focus, honey.
Yeah,
Focus.
anyway, if you use premium...
They can't see that car you're
I know. If you use premium gas, you get 320 pound-feet of torque, which is great. Now, the one downside here, there's actually 2 small downsides. One's not terrible. It's running through the old 6-speed...
Is that him?
No, that wasn't him. That was just some other fool. It's Sunday afternoon. The weather's nice here in Atlanta, so everybody's out on their motorcycles today. It's going through Mazda's old 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, there's nothing objectively wrong with that 6-speed automatic transmission. It's good. It's smooth. It shifts pretty quickly in sport mode. It's totally fine. It's 6 speeds, and a lot of brands have moved on to different transmissions with more gearing. Now, why does that matter? Because the fuel economy in this, with this great turbocharged engine, is not super good. Again, you're using premium gas to get all that power. So we're averaging 22 to 23 miles per gallon. That's not super awesome in a vehicle of this size, especially when you're dealing with like RAV4 hybrids that get like 37 miles to the gallon, or the CR-V, which does pretty well. So you're paying a price for that power, but then, you know, you're also kind of paying for it at the pumps because you're not getting super good fuel economy. So that's a little bit of a bummer there, okay? Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention is the radar cruise control. I know I didn't do the driving portion. I'm just throwing this in. Mazda steadfastly refuses to do a more sort of autonomous style radar cruise control. They believe very strongly that you should keep your hands on the wheel and you should stay focused on the road at all times. That's admirable. Most of the competition, though, is moving on to a little bit more generous hands barely on the wheel or hands off the wheel kind of system. And so if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me a whole lot because I like to drive, but I think it would bother you on a longer journey if you were having to just stay on the wheel. And Hyundai and Kia have now moved on to an even more kind of like not hands-free legally, we're saying not hands-free. You must always keep your hands on the wheel. But Hyundai and Kia have moved on to a more relaxed system that allows you to kind of let the car do more, and other automakers are following suit. So Mazda's got to kind of get on the ball with some of this technology stuff, or they're going to risk getting left behind, especially in this vehicle, which is excellent in the class, and it's their bread and butter. The CX-5 is by far their best seller. So there's my part of the video. Back to Megan.
So today we're driving the Mazda CX-5 Signature Edition. Yeah. Which just means it's fancy. It's a, what is this, like a small SUV?
Yeah, it's like RAV4 CR-V.
Okay, so a small SUV. I like the way she drives. Got some good pickup. Don't you think?
You're a Mazda fan.
I'm a Mazda fan. Well, there's something I don't like about this car, though, so we'll talk about that. But it's interior, so I won't talk about it right now. Okay, I'll just leave you hanging.
All right, yes, cliffhanger for later.
But I think it's a severe oversight on Mazda's part.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, wow, that's a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, you don't even know.
This better pay off.
Do you ever just wonder, like, what's going to come out of my mouth?
I wonder what's going to come out of your mouth
all times.
All times.
So I like the way the car drives. It's very smooth.
Yes.
The gas, the brake, it's all very smooth. It's not jerky in the least, which I love. Which sometimes Ella's CR-V is a little jerky. No, she doesn't have a CR-V. She has a RAV4. It's a little jerky.
Well, that's because the transmission, the first gen was, the first model year transmission was just okay.
Okay. So, but I love this. It's very smooth. Has good pickup. It brakes well. It's comfortable. The seat's not my favorite.
No, Mazda, we've had them love-hate with Mazda seats.
Yeah, it's a little short. Do you notice, like, there's a lot of my leg that's hanging off the end of the seat?
We're tall for people who
I am
might
tall.
be new.
I am tall, but it makes me feel like not as supported. I don't know. Like, there's too much of my leg that's not on the seat.
Yeah.
And I can't quite get, like, exactly comfortable the way I want it. So it's not terrible, but it's just not my favorite. I'd have to play with it a little bit more, but I just haven't been able to get into, like, that's where I want my seat, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of feeling. The steering wheel is okay. It's not as fat. I like a fatter steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's not as fat, and it has, what the heck is this? It not only has the middle spoke, but it's got like this plastic here, so you can't even like
it's
stick
like
your
filled-in spoke.
Yes, like what the heck? I've never seen that before.
No.
So I don't like the spoke. I certainly don't like a filled-in spoke. But you do have enough space on here that you could drive whatever. What's that cop doing?
There's no telling. Oh, he's going after somebody.
Making a Yui.
Yep, he's going after somebody.
Where's he going?
He's going after you.
Going 31 and a 45.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think he knows what he's doing.
I'm not
Look at him back there. Do you see him?
Well, he just turned on his lights in the middle of the road, so it's
Yeah.
not us.
But like, what is he doing?
I don't know. We are in a car review.
So
everybody just stop the car review and be like, what's a police officer doing?
well, it was just he was acting weird. It was kind of an erratic, you know. But it has a great heads-up display. I love the heads-up. He is coming now. Or did he just stop back there?
I don't know. Not sure
He's
what
kind
he's
of
doing.
stopped. I was like deciding if I should pull over, but I think he's back there far enough that he's not gonna move. I don't know what he's doing.
We're gonna have a lot of police bloopers here.
It has a really good heads-up display, which I love a good heads-up display. It's like very clear, very bright. I like that. I'm trying to think of other interior things. You just want me to talk about
driving things.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant, okay? Like this gas, like let's...
Well, this is the
I like
turbo.
that.
This is the turbo.
Yeah, and you can tell. It's got really good pickup, which I appreciate. And feel that brake. It's like so smooth.
Well, nothing drives like a Mazda.
The brake is so smooth. Like there is no... Like I love when I can get in a car and I immediately like feel like it's my car, you know, which I drive so many cars. There's a lot of cars that I get in and I don't feel like that.
Ooh,
like I have to...
Big spender here.
I don't own any of them. I own a really old car. But you know what I'm saying? Like how sometimes you have to get in and like learn the car and like learn how it drives. And I don't feel like I have to do that with a Mazda, really any Mazda.
No.
They just are like, they drive exactly how you want them to drive. I have no complaints. I love the way this car drives.
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the CX-5 is excellent.
Excellent. Have you had one before?
We've had numerous CX-5s.
Have I driven one?
No, this is your first
Okay,
CX-5
I was going to say.
That's
I feel like you've had one, but not me.
That's
so that's why I'm talking.
You're taking
That's
the
why I'm
lead.
taking the reins.
Yeah.
I am reviewer number 1.
Yes.
Okay, so here we are with Megan's magical moment. Megan's...
Is that what you called it?
No, I called it Megan's marvelous moment.
Oh my gosh. You don't even remember your own
Well,
thing.
nothing has quite felt right to me. No, it's not that I don't remember. I just told you what I called it. I just don't...
Okay.
There's nothing that has really, like, sunk in with me. So for the exterior, I don't love it. I know you love it.
I do.
I like the side of it. I think the side is fine.
Yeah.
I don't like the little lip here that hangs over. I love the giant Mazda symbol. And then in the back, I don't like how it's like straight and then it's like bloop and then it comes back. I don't love the shape. So I don't love like the overall shape of it. But I don't like, that wouldn't make me get it or not get it. So I'm gonna go like a 7, just personal preference. I don't love it. But if I loved everything else, that would not stop me from getting this car. Interior, like this is a hard one for me because materials, like the way it feels is lovely. Like the materials, the way everything that you touch feels would be like a 10 out of 10 for me. But I hate the placement of the little joystick turny guy that controls the infotainment. I hate that. I hate the way where the parking camera is over here. And that one's not a huge one to me. It shouldn't be there. It should be over here by the like that's where you look is by the screen to turn the screen on. So I don't love that. What else did I not like?
The roominess, the back seat.
The roominess, the back seat has no space. I think it is completely ridiculous that the back seat heated seats are on the thing that goes up and down.
Yeah,
so if you have 3 people back there, you can't turn the heated seats
that really
on.
bugs you.
Yeah, that it's just stupid. It makes no sense at all. And there's no cup holders on the back doors. It's like a little slanty thing that you could put like a screw top water bottle or something, but you couldn't put like an open water bottle, which is like I feel like what most people use these days. So there are a couple things that I really dislike about the interior, but there's also things I really love about the interior. So I'm going to go like a 7, maybe 7.5, somewhere in that range.
Wow.
Because there's just some things I really hate about it.
Harsh
but
on the CX-5.
it's not my favorite. Now, driving wise, I would give it like a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I love the way it drives. It's got great pickup, great. The braking's very intuitive. Like, it just feels lovely. It's a little. What did I say when I was hitting those bumps and I was like feeling them, and you said it's a little bit. It's a little firm for me. I wish it was a little less.
That's just the sportiness.
Yeah, but so that's just not my favorite. But other than that, I love the way it drives. So there are definitely like definite pluses, definite minuses. So if like the things that I don't like are things that maybe aren't important to you, then like
You know
check
what we
it
haven't
out.
talked about yet?
What?
Value.
There's no peasant blockers.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, honey. I don't know what it's worth. What's the price?
$43,000.
43. That seems not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's a loaded midsize SUV. That's
I mean, I feel like that's
normal.
kind of like what you would expect from this class of car. So price-wise, value-wise, I mean, Mazdas are great cars. Like, right? Like,
Yeah, objectively.
Yeah, objectively. I mean, they drive well.
Yeah,
they're not going to
reliable.
break down.
Yeah,
They're
they drive
reliable. It's a
well,
great car. There's just certain little things that I don't love about it. But if those aren't things that bother you, then like it's a good price for its money. So I guess value-wise,
Well,
I'd
and for
probably
the turbo engine, that's you're getting a lot
the turbo,
of engine.
and you can feel the turbo engine. Like
Yeah.
I like that. I'd say value-wise, like probably an 8.
Yeah.
Like it's a great car, and you're getting good value. And like you said, with the great engine, it's just not my all-time favorite car, but it's definitely worth checking out if you're looking at a little midsize SUV.
A little midsize.
A little midsize SUV.
A midsize on the little side.
So if you enjoyed my review, not his review, because it was my review.
I was in it.
Barely.
I had a cameo.
Barely. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We appreciate you watching. All right. Are we on?
Yeah, it never stopped.
Oh. How was a girl to know? All right, I'm recording because he can't find where
it's this one.
he can't find where the thing goes.
It's usually further over there.
It's always funny to me when you go in for it and then you can't find it.
Well, it's a lot of
All right.
different cars.
What is it called? Is it called something? Like what's the
prop rod.
The prop rod.
Yeah, the prop rod.
I'm glad you're done. We were
Trying.
tired of you.